Who is the one filling out the absentee ballots for you?
kuwa ka shaqeeya campaignka iyagaa noo dira marka waa kasoo
People who work with like ILHAN, OMAR, and other candidates work for them.
ILHAN dadaa la shaqeeya Soomaali ah.
ILHAN has a handful of people that work for her.
Way noo yimaadaan guriga noogu yimaadaan.
They came to us to our apartments.
Waxay dhahaan sanadkan ILHAN aad u codaynaysaa.
And they tell us that this year you're going to vote for ILHAN.
Waxay ku leeyihiin absentee ballot aan ku sameynaa waan ku bixinaa form qadarka ku soo dhacdo. Annaga haddana buuxinayna waa dirina adiga guriga iska joog meesha ma aadaysid.
You don't go nowhere, you stay home. We will go to fill out for your absentee ballot. When it comes, we'll come and get it. You just not go nowhere, you stay here.
qadarka soo dhacdo iyagaa noo calaamaday ILHAN waa
They fill out for us.
kadibna iyagaa noo saxiixa iyagaa bashqad kulida way diraan.
And then they do it, but by themselves.
Where do they pay the money?
lacagta xagee ku bixiyaan?
lacagta markaan codka saxiixino oo warqadda naga buuxsadaan markaas lacagta na siiyaan.
The minute we sign the thing, the election, and that's what you get paid.
I think the purpose of collecting the ballots is to make sure that you fill them out and you make sure that the person you want get in there.
Wow. They fight you if you speak up.
Wow.
Like what? Like what can I do? Like get jumped? Hell no. I ain't going. No, I'm good.
Okay, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
And I got money too, so if I gotta get them out to the polls, I'll get them to the polls. Okay. Just don't forget me. I need some money when it's all over, bro.
I got you.
Listen, I'm gonna hook you up with $3. All right.
I'm working with Jamal Osman. Jamal Osman is running the city council in Minneapolis.
Right.
That's my young brother. Videos.
How did the poorest member of Congress become one of the richest members of Congress in just a few short years and she wasn't even born here? ILHAN OMAR is the key to unlocking everything with the Somali fraud. ILHAN OMAR has said many times that she is here to represent the interests of Somalia, and that's exactly what she's done in Congress. But she's also represented her own interests. ILHAN OMAR entered Congress in 2018. As the poorest members of Congress, she had a negative net worth, negative $65,000 due to student loan and credit card and car debt. You'll find that at $174,000 a year, if she saved every single penny, she'd be worth a couple $100,000 after she paid off her debt. But that's not the case. ILHAN OMAR is insanely rich. She's worth $30 million. How did that happen? Two things: massive fraud and her shady-ass husband and his shady finances inflating and ballooning exponentially ILHAN OMAR's net worth. ILHAN OMAR passed the Meals Act in 2022. This is an act that majorly deregulated federal government's oversight of meals programs for children. This is the same act that was used by her friends in Minneapolis in order to defraud the federal government of nearly $500 million. ILHAN OMAR even worked at the kitchen that was committing the fraud, feeding the fake children, the real problem in Minneapolis, the daycares and the food centers. But then you get to Tim Minette. This is ILHAN OMAR's third husband. This is a shady Democrat operative that launched venture capital firms at the exact same time that ILHAN OMAR and her friends were defrauding the American taxpayers with the Meals Act. Those venture capital firms were stacked with Obama and Democrat operatives, and guess what? Their valuation ballooned at the exact same time that the fraud was going on. Rose Lake Venture Capital is listed as a $30 million asset on ILHAN OMAR's disclosures, yet they don't even have a physical office in Washington, D.C. For such a successful firm, you'd think there'd be something more than a WeWork address, but that's all they got. And they're also scrubbing the names of their board of directors, which used to be staffed with a bunch of Obama officials, former ambassadors, and DNC apparatchiks, now completely gone. What's going on here? Also, a bankrupt and fraudulent wine company is also listed on ILHAN OMAR's financial disclosures as being something that is paying her something like $1 million to $5 million worth of net worth, even though this company is totally fraudulent. It's not real. You call it, it's not a real number. Well, let's go ahead and give them a call and find out. Oh no, user busy. Well, I've done this like 20 times today. nobody ever answers because this wine company's fake. It was sued into bankruptcy because of, you guessed it, fraud. The name on one of their wines? The Devil's Lie. You can't make this stuff up. So Ilhan Omar has become obscenely rich in 1 year, going from one of the poorest members of Congress to one of the richest because of a shady venture capitalist company that nobody knows where their money's coming from, at the same time that the massive Somali fraud's ongoing and being paid by a defunct wine company that doesn't even have an operable phone number. The Devil's Lie. Ilhan Omar needs to be fully investigated for this fraud and her connection to it, and we need answers. We can't run a government like this.
Are you going to shoot your congresswoman in the face? That's a good move. That'd be brilliant. Maybe you want to put a pepper ball right in her eye.
A few moments later.
Well, now investigators are tracking the web of fraud to other Minnesota Democrats, such as Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Many of the suspects linked to the scheme live in her district, including a restaurant owner who hosted events for her. He has since been convicted of stealing $12 million in COVID funds.
So to go even further than this, back in 2020, there was about $250 million given out in state funds to feed hungry children during the pandemic. Now that money was allegedly pocketed by a man named Salim Ahmed Saeed, who was conveniently the owner of the Safari restaurant in which Ilhan Omar held her 2018 congressional party at.
What?
And this money that was supposed to feed hungry children was only made possible because of the 2020 Meals Act, which was introduced and passed by none other than Ilhan Omar. Now, there is still no evidence that directly ties Omar to this fraud. However, considering all the evidence, there's a reason we're doing a deeper investigation into this fraud now. And how despicable, how reprehensible that you would use the money meant to feed hungry children to support your lavish lifestyle. And that's exactly what they did.
Meanwhile,
Congresswoman, do you agree with President Trump's assumption that you married your brother to get citizenship?
It was first made a few years ago. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar tried to knock it down by calling it absurd. Then when the media turned up a wedding certificate, Omar went silent, refusing to make any comments at all, saying she does not talk about her family or personal life.
Congresswoman, Do you agree with President Trump's assumption that you married your brother to get citizenship?
Well, now others are talking, like Abdulhakim Osman, a prominent member of the Minneapolis Somali community, who is now on the record telling the Daily Mail that in 2009, Ilhan Omar married her biological brother, Ahmed Saeed Almi, so that he could legally remain in the U.S. and attend college.
What?
What's that? That's the marriage certificate for Omar to her brother. Who posted it? The White House. Yeah, she's probably not going to be here for a long time. If she's allowed to stay after the White House posted that, there's a bigger problem here in this country. They posted all the details of when he arrived, when they got married, everything. On top of all the fraud that she's allegedly involved in, it looks like they're a lot deeper into that investigation than they're letting us see. But her time is coming, and I'm here for it because we've been having this conversation so long, probably a good close to a decade, if not more. Are you going to appreciate and celebrate if she gets deported? Yeah, me too.
At the time, Omar was married to Ahmed Hersi, but it was a religious marriage, meaning there was no Minnesota state record stating that she and Hersi were husband and wife, and so marrying her brother would allow her sibling to get his legal immigration documents.
Frankly, don't need their people coming into our country telling us what to do. And you're talking about I'm talking about like Somalia, where you have a congressman who goes around telling everybody about our Constitution, and yet she supposedly came into our country by marrying her brother. Well, if that's true, she shouldn't be a congressman, and we should throw her the hell out of our country.
But Mr. Osman isn't just saying that Omar married her biological brother. He also gave the Daily Mail the name of the Christian minister who married them. That minister reportedly says she does not want to be involved or interviewed about Congresswoman Omar.
Have you begun packing your bags for Somalia yet, Congresswoman Omar?
Not going anywhere.
So you're not?
No, don't waste your energy on me.
About the rest of y'all, but I'm getting real sick and tired of this little lady.
The idea that this is a white nation that needs to be preserved is a fascinatingly disgusting view.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country.
Because this country is one for the many.
Let me tell you something, bitch. Nobody's saying America has to be one skin color, but every nation on earth has a culture worth protecting. Funny how preserving identity is beautiful everywhere else. Japan does it, Mexico does it, even Somalia does it. But when America does it, it's disgusting. This ain't about no race. You snuck into this country and now you're trying to erase standards and history. America is an idea. And ideas only survive when people are brave enough to stand up and defend it. If every nation deserves an identity, then why is America the exception? We're not just gonna let you come up in here and switch up the rules to benefit only your people. So listen up, America, I need you to listen good. We need to vote these people out of power. Because you see what they're starting to do. They're starting to talk mess. They think they're gonna take over something. Because when a country isn't allowed to remember who it is, that means someone else will decide for it. And history shows that never ends peacefully.
Well, let's look at, Ilhan Omar, who was voted into Congress by, a large group of people from Somalia who are in Minnesota, which is really far from Somalia. Or Mamdani, who was voted to be mayor but by a majority of people who are not born in America. That's my understanding, at least. And then California is a big time situation. So I don't know. We just don't want to turn into a communist hellhole, basically.
Do you have a message for President Trump?
I will be here probably longer than Trump.
Wait, do you have a message for President Trump?
I am like a quarter of his age.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say to him?
Some old man losing his mind. I don't know why he's obsessed with me.
Interesting. Well, thank you, Congresswoman.
Yeah, I hope he gets help.
Thank you.
Who is the one filling out the absentee ballots for you?
kuwa ka shaqeeya campaignka iyagaa noo dira marka waxa soo celiya
People who work with like ILHAN, OMAR, and other candidates work for them.
ILHAN dad la shaqeeya Soomaali ah
ILHAN has a handful of people that work for her.
way noo yimaadeen guriga noogu yimaadaan
They came to us to our apartments.
waxay dhahaan sanadkan ILHAN ay u codaynaysaa
And they tell us that this year you're going to vote for ILHAN.
waxay ku leeyihiin absentee ballot aan ku sameynaa waan ku bixinaa form marka dalka ku soo dhacdo annaga haddana buuxinayna waa dirayna adiga guriga iska joog meesha ma aadaysid.
You don't go nowhere, you stay home. We will gotta fill out for your absentee ballot. When it comes, we'll come and get it. You just don't go nowhere, you stay here.
marka marka soo dhacdo iyagaa noo calaamaday ILHAN waa
They
tanaa
fill out for us.
kadibna iyagaa noo saxiixa iyagaa bashqad kulida way diraan.
And then they do it, but by themselves.
Where do they pay the money?
lacagta xagee ku bixiyaan?
lacagta markaan codka saxiixino oo warqadda naga buuxsadaan markaas lacagta na siiyaan.
The minute we sign the thing, the election, and that's what you get paid.
I think the purpose of collecting the ballots is to make sure that you fill them out and you make sure that the person you want get in there.
Wow. They fight you if you speak up.
Wow.
Like what? Like what can I do? Like get jumped? Hell no. They ain't going. No, I'm good.
Okay, let me talk to you. Yeah. And I got money too, so if I gotta get them out to the polls, I'll get them to the polls. Okay. Just don't forget me. I need some money when it's all over, bro.
I got you.
Listen,
I'm gonna hook you up with the top.
All right.
I'm working with Jamal Osman. Jamal Osman is running the city council in Minneapolis.
Right.
That's my young brother.
Videos.
When it's time to go, you can choose how. You can wait for enforcement, or you can leave on your terms. The CBP Home app lets you self-deport with dignity, directly and securely. Don't wait. Decide how it ends.
Crying harder. Crying harder. Trump is your president. Crying harder. Crying harder. Trump is your president.
On the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" catch! Do
you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do.
No one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
Hey, let me shut down the city! We are at war!
We're in a war right now.
We are at war.
So you have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country.
And that's why the gloves are off.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And yes, there are many threats to democracy. We see it with these extreme candidates.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
You can only push people so far, and then they start to take matters into their own hands.
What the American public want is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight.
You know, this is literally call to arms.
The MAGA movement is a threat.
But Michelle says that, when they go low, we go high.
No. With all due respect, if they go low, we don't go high.
When they go low, we kick them.
We take them to the mud and choke them out.
And make sure that they stay down. And you know what? Kick them when they're down because they deserve it.
Get up in the face of some Congress people.
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your
We have to fight this in the streets.
And we're going to fight it in the streets.
It's time to step out of your comfort zone and step out into the streets.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist! You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
He's not going to have a third term. He may not finish this term.
That's the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. Just saying. There will be news sometime. Just so you know, there will be news.
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. Most important thing is my faith in my life.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.